Alright guys, what's up? This is me, Randites. It's my first video. I'm gonna upload a little bit. Sitting in my friend's house. Couple buddies of mine. Basically, today I got a call that I couldn't be a delivery driver at Domino's just due to the fact that my background check came in from the HR department and said that it was ineligible. That's a good enough reason, I don't know. But anyway, he said, manager up there said that he was sorry that he couldn't hire me, you know, feels for him, but you know, just ready to get to work, make some money. Easy job, something I've done before. Basically, I'm just gonna use this channel, this laptop that that I have, just basically to upload some thoughts, store them on here, let you guys listen to me if you want, you know, tell people about just, you know, anything about my channel that you want. Basically, today I just want to go over, you know, why I'm here. Just a couple topics. Michael Berry show is going to come on in about 15 minutes, so probably gonna go and watch that. I don't watch TV. I listen to talk radio. Basically, I value people's opinions than being preached to through a television set. Started off today, called in, try to get some word on that job standing. Got a call back about an hour ago. Told me that he couldn't hire me. Let's see, January I was arrested out of my own house at gunpoint just because I was at a bar after hanging out with my buddy, and you know, just the way things go, you know, I defended myself with the firearm that I had bought with you know, just stuff from when my mom passed away. Got my first handgun. Had some pretty hard, I guess you could say, anxiety about leaving my house unarmed after just saw everything that's been going on. You know, you get so many different stories from people that just basically tell you, you know, what they think is right, when, you know, you could get one other person in the room and it'd be a totally different story. I got into a talk with older woman, I guess I should say kind of like my grandmother in a way. Told me that you know, you can't have a firearm in your car. It's illegal to have a firearm in your car in the state of Texas and within reach of you, which Michael Berry, I believe he studied law to be a lawyer in law school. He's from Texas as well. He gave not too long after I got out of jail, I spent a week in jail for self-defense, which was basically classified as unlawful carry, even though, you know, it just seems like cops these days just want to pin something on you. I mean, you got people getting pepper sprayed, you got cops shooting people that are handcuffed, kick them in the face. I mean, what can you do? It's a crazy world we live in, you know. A lot of people need to wake up. Like, that's the new meme, you know. It's not be aware, it's wake up, be aware. Basically, you know, anybody in the state of Texas, you can carry a rifle slung over your back as long as it's not at the ready. And that raises suspicion, I guess, you know. Just, I don't really understand that whole concept of, you know, carrying a rifle around in public. And the argument that I had got in with my grandmother was basically over having a handgun in your car and concealed, I guess. Just, you know, you get so many different sides from people that don't know the law. They just assume they know what the laws are. I mean, from what I understand, you can have a gun in your car. I mean, how else are you going to get to a gun range and sight your rifle or any gun that you have? How are you going to sight it in if you can't even take it there? You can't fire high-powered rifles on less than 9 acres of land. What do they want from you? They just want everybody to be chickens, you know, running around the coop. It's just idiotic. I guess I should say. Just people just need to be aware of what's going on. Back to the whole job thing. You know, after spending a week in jail, going to court for the last couple months, basically they had dismissed my unlawful carry. That was considered a felony charge. It was dismissed. Now after, you know, I went in for that court date for the felony and found out it was dismissed after running around like a chicken with my head cut off in the court system, their coop, and going back and forth saying people couldn't get into my file, that they didn't have the, you know, the clearance to view my charges or whatever, going back and forth courthouse to courthouse. I mean, you know, and it supposedly it's dismissed, and now I've got a public intoxication that I have to wait 2 months to deal with. I mean, it takes me back to the job. You know, after it got dismissed, I filled out an application, saw that Domino's in town was hiring. I have done some delivery work prior. It seemed like a really easy job. You know, they only go within a certain range and they pay you per delivery. After I got that call today, you know, it just feels like what options do you have when somebody won't hire you because of a felony or any charge is dismissed, and then, you know, what are your options? You gotta mow grass? Do you have to pretend like you're an illegal alien and get paid under the table for doing stuff that other people probably wouldn't want to do? I mean, where's the line drawn? When do these things? Why do these things take so long to be dealt with? You know, I've spent my time the last 5-6 months dealing with this. Gets dismissed, and now I can't get a job. What do you want me to do? You want me to rob people? Is that what you want kids these days to be stressed forward to do? You know, like, can't get a job delivering pizzas, but, you know, you can go and buy a firearm, walk out with it, and rob people at gunpoint, break into houses. You know, you don't really think that people will get to that point, but I mean, you see it every day. People getting shot, people getting robbed, cops kidnapping people, family members telling you that, you know, they're just so out of the loop that, you know, they tell you smoke marijuana, you're gonna go to jail and it's gonna ruin your life. The night you get assaulted, defend yourself with a firearm, the family calls the cops on you and tells the cops that you're tripping on PCP and you've never even done anything like that in your life. See, 5 minutes. I've smoked marijuana since I was 14. Graduated college, graduated high school. I mean, how are you going to tell somebody that marijuana is going to ruin their life when you can make a phone call to the cops and tell them that they're on shit and it instantly a felony charge? I mean, what are you going to do at that point? About 9 minutes into this recording now, got a little bit more points. As I was saying about talk radio, I listen to Alex Jones. I listen to Mark Levin, Michael Berry, pretty much every weekday. That's religion to me. I love all the people that call in. You know, listen to everybody's views. You know, you get people that in there that are just so over the top. Like, you know, you get on Facebook and get trolled by some dude who's like 50 years old and tells you that you're a dumbass and wants to know if you graduated middle school because you're just so dumb. But he approves of all this spying and saying that somebody who comes out should be hung. Like, where's your like pride, dude? Where's your honor? Where's your sense of patriotism that just because some dude didn't, you know, private contractor breached a contract that was unconstitutional, you think that dude should be killed? I mean, what do you reply to that kind of person? You know, I consider myself a troll, but I do it within my intelligence. I don't try to like tell people that, you know, that they're wrong, because basically, you know, how are you to know? I mean, I consider myself a Muslim since December, and Michael Berry opened my mind up that was kept from me, you know, certain things from history about that type of religion. It totally, you know, because my family has been trying to get me to, you know, since I was a kid, Christian, and my grandparents, I think one's a Catholic and the other's a Baptist. I mean, like, why do you have to label yourself like that? It's kind of ridiculous to think like that, you know. We all worship the same person. If you do worship a God, you know, that it's the same person in every book. I mean, I followed being a Muslim because I believe that, you know, there is one true God, you know, and basically it seemed from what I read in parts of the Quran, which I got through, you know, there is the same kind of stuff, you know, like even laws that we have is similar to, you know, verses in that holy book, I guess you could say. You know, like defend yourself, and if anybody attacks you, you attack them the same way that they attacked you. I mean, you can't just be biased about things. Basically, you gotta research yourself, and that's why I like Alex Jones. A lot of people don't like him and think he's a kook, but you know, he believes what he believes, and you know, just because you don't believe what he believes doesn't mean that you can, you know, tell him that he's, you know, the Antichrist or whatever, you know, just certain things like that. I mean, you go on all day about, you know, how wrong someone is when, you know, you should just probably keep your mouth shut and listen, and that's why I listen to talk radio. I mean, listening and, you know, reading up on your own reports are basically what should be done anyway. I mean, back in the day, we didn't have TV, we didn't have internet to be told by other people, you know, certain passages out of context, like Obama saying, you know, you can't have 100% security without sacrificing some of your rights. Like, isn't that what the Constitution's based on? You know, like, you just assume that's null and void just because it's 2012, 2013, 2001. I mean, where do you want to draw the line? I mean, you just haven't seen the type of stuff that other people have prior to this. I mean, you just gotta. Everybody just needs to calm down at this point. Like, it's really out of control. I mean, you need to just unplug yourself from the computer once in a while. Get yourself off the TV. After I got arrested, I needed a hobby. I tried to go back to playing Pokemon for like a couple weeks, man. I don't know. I just set up a couple decks, you know, and just try to get something, you know, something I remembered and enjoyed, and ended up using the rest of my money after I bought, you know, my first rifle. Got in a motorcycle wreck, and I decided that I would hunt any deer that came in my path. Totaled my motorcycle first pretty much week out of college. On my way home from work after College Station, I had a job coming home. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, deer ran right in front of me, totaled my bike, sent me to the hospital. You know, family freaking out, friends freaking out. I didn't break any bones, muscle damage, couple stitches. That's about it. But from that point on, you know, I decided that, you know, if I have a rifle, I'm gonna hunt. I want to, you know, get meat, you know, fresh meat. And I know where the meat's coming out of the forest, man. Just like every other time before us, you know, any generation before us. I mean, if you need, you know, some open-ended discussion, I mean, you just look at any major news outlet. I don't want to give you any any false information, any information can be easily debunked or anything like that. I mean, Alex Jones, I listen to him with a grain of salt because, you know, so many people have said that he's he's kind of childish and I don't know, you know, just different names, you know, just don't need to be labeling people like that. Mark Levin, I listen to a little bit of Sean Hannity. He's alright. He's kind of like the alternative of Alex Jones. He likes to rant and rave about different things, and basically, I mean, he can go on for 30 minutes at a time and cut off the person who's, you know, if he just let him talk for 5 minutes, they would see that they had common views. I mean, he don't need to be like that. Michael Berry, you know, he believes that, you know, if you're insulted by what he says, that you choose to be insulted. So, I mean, you gotta look at it with an open mind. You can't just assume that you're in the right all the time, because it doesn't work like that. Basically, I'm over my time, about to watch my show. I guess listen to my show. Check out Clyde Lewis, comes on from Portland, Oregon. George Noory comes on from somewhere over there in the underground location, same as Mark Levin. They're both, I guess, West Coast guys. I mean, find something that tells you, you know, what you want to do. I mean, my hobby, I didn't stick with the Pokemon thing. I put that back in the closet. I actually started gardening. Kind of runs in my blood a little bit, both sides of my family. I've done that kind of thing, and you know, it's fulfilling to watch something grow from a plot of dirt into something that you can go out every day and pick something off there and eat it, you know, for lunch. That's kind of what I do. I get some tomatoes and jalapenos, watermelon. I mean, what you want, they got it. You know, anything you want. You don't have to go to the grocery store and get a cut up watermelon for $6. That just because it's $6, you know, doesn't make it better. You can grow it yourself, cut it yourself, or you can get like what, 20 seeds for $5. How many watermelons do you think you can get out of $5 for a pack of seeds? I mean, you just do the math that way. It's a legit hobby. Robbing people ain't a hobby. That's something that's obviously forced on you when you can't get a job, when court things are dismissed. Anyway, you know, just let me know. Send me an email, comment. I'll probably read them. I ain't got nothing better to do. My channel name is probably my name, Brandon Dietz. My email for this channel that I'll add to my phone right now. If anybody wants to email me any ideas to talk about, a cover, I'll probably make a couple more videos here in this week. Just need something to do, and I need a hobby, something to do besides when I'm not pulling weeds out of my garden or eating a salad. You know what I'm saying? Email, I'll link it, but it's seriouslyBADproductions @gmail.com. Yeah, my initials are bad. Hit me up.